There once was a bloke named Mark who started a YouTube channel on a lark. He decided to start terrorizing motherfuckers, but his bite wasn't as big as his bark. He was lonely, miserable and angry, and everything in his life was so dark. When he wasn't talking shit on YouTube, he was stalking small children at the park. Sicko! Mark is a motherfucking freak. He's so jealous, he's so envious and weak that he's obsessed with another man. But on the other hand, what would you expect from an incel and a geek? This fucking douchebag hops on YouTube and talks about me begging. Uh-oh, we know where this is heading. He starts asking for money more than I fucking do, but keeps talking about me like I'm scamming you. You fucking baby, mad because your channel fucking sucks. You'll probably never even see 1,000 fucking bucks. Not in a day, not in a week, a month or a year. You'll just keep watching my pockets cause you're a punk and a queer. So get off my dick and stop talking slick. Do something else with your time and get the fuck out of here. Sicko! There once was a bloke named Mark who started a YouTube channel on a lark. He decided to start terrorizing motherfuckers, but his bite wasn't as big as his bark. He was lonely, miserable and angry, and everything in his life was so dark. When he wasn't talking shit on YouTube, he was stalking small children at the park. Sicko! He doesn't know what it is about FBS, but my name he must constantly mention. Sitting in his flat like a cornered fucking rat, making a plan on how to get my attention. So far out of touch with reality, this dickhead's living in another dimension. All we can do is hope one day he has a stroke, the result of prolonged hypertension. FBS this, FBS that. FBS is skinny, but you'll keep calling him fat, cause you're a stupid motherfucker like these other fucking suckers who can't come up with nothing better than that. But if I mention your nose, your temper just blows, cause you could dish it out, but you can't take it back. Sicko! There once was a bloke named Mark who started a YouTube channel on a lark. He decided to start terrorizing motherfuckers, but his bite wasn't as big as his bark. He was lonely, miserable and angry, and everything in his life was so dark. When he wasn't talking shit on YouTube, he was stalking small children at the park. Sicko! Get over me, pussy, I'm just not that into you. Keep fucking with me and watch what I begin to do. I'll be relentless, I'll never stop dissing you. Come to your senses, is this what you wish to do? Probably so, cause you started this, didn't you? We gotta get rid of you. Come on, mate, you're just a phony in a mask, calling other people grifters while you're begging for some cash. You're such a fucking hypocrite and nothing but a little shit, disgusting and illiterate. You're just a fucking bitter brick. Sicko! I am out. I just told everyone what you're all about. Peace. Peace. Peace.
Yizzo! What the fuck? What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Sorry I didn't make it back on last night. I was in a bad mood, as you knew, or as you know, sorry. And then I started painting, and I painted till like 5:30, and I was so beat. I had such a bad fucking headache. Oh no, I had the therapy thing at 4:30. I painted up until then, and then I was just exhausted. So I went to sleep, and I woke up at 9:00, and I hit up Ducks because I know he watches a lot of different shows, and I asked him if anybody was on. I was thinking about going on. Then I went like 10:00. I went and got something to eat, and I came back. I was like, fuck it. I'll do a show tomorrow. You know what I mean? So here I am. This can't be wrong. Sally, Saxon, Dave, Chris Capello. Good morning. Prelude Implicit, Jennifer Fagan, BB from VA. Let's see. BTF Phoenix. Did I shout you out already? I don't know. My membership is gone. I changed cards and didn't change it on here. I will renew it when I get home Saturday. I'm on vacation and we'll be home Saturday. That's cool, man. Have a good vacation, bro. Have a good vacation. I wish I was on vacation. Hey now. Yo, working, but I wanted to say hi to all except Pizza. I know you're watching, Shawnee. Yeah. You know he is. He's gone. I think we honestly, I think we finally drove him off. Mike Slick, what's up, brother? Yeah, I think we finally drove him the fuck off of here because he's got, he appears to be gone. And I think they said he's got one channel up or something. I don't know. And all his videos are gone or something. So I didn't think it could happen, but it did. It actually worked. I accomplished my goal. I did. FBS, I'm not complaining, explaining. Because of the ads, I'm always behind and miss the beginning. Well, if I turn the monetization off, does that help? Because everybody tells me it plays the commercials anyway. I just turned it off. Let's see if it helps. Tell me if you're still getting commercials. I pay for YouTube Premium. It's like $25 a month, but it's so worth it because me and Shannon used to watch like nothing but true crime videos, and it would be like every fucking 3 minutes there'd be commercials. So I said, fuck this. I got to get rid of this shit. So that's worth it to me. Walt Liquor, good morning. How you doing? You know, Walt Licker's another guy. He's been here forever. I think Walt Liquor, you've been here since the beginning, haven't you? Like since the very beginning. I think Walt Liquor has been here since day one, honestly. I think so. You're still getting commercials, you mean, or what? Or you're being forced to pay for YouTube Premium? I don't know. I played that song in the beginning just because, and I'm not going to get into a big thing about this guy, but somebody sent me a clip of Mark. I guess Eric was on his show, and Mark was talking about, like, I don't know what it is. The last 24 hours or so, people are really trying to start fucking wars between me and other people. But I guess this Mark guy was like talking shit to Eric, like saying that I was saying he's going to get 5 years or something like that. I couldn't really understand. You know how that guy talks, but no. What we were doing is when Eric got his charges, we were just talking about what kind of time might come with those. And we mentioned that it was 2 assault charges. Now I don't know how strong the case is. Eric says I guess he expects to beat the case. That's good, but we were trying to figure out with those 2 charges and his record what it could possibly amount to as far as a sentence, what he might wind up getting. And that was also under the assumption that he hurt these people like they said he did in that complaint, which, we all came to the conclusion he probably didn't hurt them that bad. They're probably adding shit to that. But man, I'll tell you what, it's got like guys don't want to fight you on their own, I guess, and they decide they'll get you into fights with other people. This BK motherfucker, like I said, he's so obsessed with me. He just wants to see everybody coming after me, and certain people, and this is a lot of people. I'm not talking about one specific person or anyone. Certain people don't understand how BK works. Like he literally uses you for your channel. That's what he does. Like he can't do his own channel. He's on YouTube all the time. And he's just looking for anyone who will allow him up on the panel so he can try to start trouble. That's what he's always done. I've never seen a time when BK didn't start trouble between the content creator whose panel he's on and somebody else. I mean, that's exactly what he does. He's a troublemaker, and that's all he wants to do is start trouble. So people, they allow him on the panel, and then they wind up getting into some sort of fight because of him, and that's his whole intention. He has no good intentions by being on your panel. He's not trying to help you and provide entertainment or anything. He's just trying to see how much trouble he can start from your panel. And I know this from experience. BK used to come in here all the time in the beginning. He loved this chat. And I had Joe on the show a lot. And me and Joe were friends, Bay 8th. And BK didn't like him. And he talked shit in the chat and talked shit in the chat and talked shit in the chat until I had Joe on here one day and I said, you want me to bring BK on? And he said, yeah. And BK came on and started trashing him, and it turned into a big fight. That's all he does. That's all he does. He reminds me of certain other people here. They hop around. They use channels because for whatever reason, because they can't do their own, or because, they've tried and it failed, or whatever it is. And it's just it's amazing, like that people don't see this. Like this is another reason I don't have panels like that a lot, because a lot of people, that's all they're doing. And not only that, but even if they're not trying to start trouble, a lot of guys are just using you for your panel because they can't do a show of their own or for some reason don't want to. You know, there's guys that are, I guess you could say, a part of MobTube that never had their own channel, but they're constantly on somebody's panel. That's their way of doing their thing without having their own fucking channel. So, you know, and I, you know, I've had situations where I've brought people on here and they've said shit about other people, and then I got into some sort of trouble for it. You know, it's not really worth it. It's not worth it, especially if a guy doesn't give a shit about you and he's just trying to hurt you, you know? But I made a decision that there's no more Mr. fucking nice guy with me. I'll never help another motherfucker again under any circumstances. I swear to God, with the exception of some of you guys in this chat. You know, I'm never doing nothing for anybody. You really do got to be a prick and a fucking asshole. It's the only way to survive, for real. That's the only way. Being a good guy just doesn't pay. It'll kick you in the ass every time, because the people, the people you help the most are the ones that'll wind up being ungrateful motherfuckers in the end and try and act like you never did them any favors. You know. So, I'm done with that weak shit. Fuck that. These people are, nobody's genuine. Nobody's honest. You know how many times I got mad at Jimmy Calandra? Really mad at Jimmy. Like a lot. Okay. To the point where I even said things about him, you know, bad things. Never did I deny that Jimmy helped me with my channel. Never. I will always, if me and Jimmy went at it right now, for some reason we hated each other, and you asked me a year from now, who really helped you with your channel, I would say one person, Jimmy Calandra. You know, that's the main person and basically the only person. But nobody's honest on here. Everybody's full of shit. You know, everybody's full of shit. People, I don't know if I think people start to resent you because maybe they feel like they owe you in some way for any success they've had. I don't know what the fuck it is, you know, but they'll lie through their teeth about your involvement. And I've had everybody do it to me. Again, I'm not talking about one person. I've helped pretty much everybody. Listen to what RJ said. I built more channels than Comcast. You know, there's channels that would not exist if it wasn't for me. There's many, but none of them have it in them, are man enough to be like, yeah, listen, yeah, I don't like the motherfucker, but he certainly did help me. There's probably at least 7 or 8 people that I can name that you know, that exact thing happened with. So I can't believe it took 4 years to get rid of pizza, but it's awesome. I know. With all that, without hearing all that horrible shit from that scumbag every day, the horrible things he says about people and you know, American heroes and school children, and yeah, it's great not to have that venom on here. Didn't I say that in one of the songs? At the end of the song, it says, MobTube will go on without the anger and the hate about if Tony Pizza goes away. You know, it's true. It's true. He'll be back, I'm sure. He has no fucking choice, but it's nice not having him here now. It is. While. Point is, though, I ran him off of YouTube. No question about it. As Frank, please don't get mad at me. That should be happening on everybody's videos because I turned the monetization off. I've only kept the monetization on like 3 or 4 videos since they started doing this. But apparently they do it no matter what. They just put them on your videos now. They don't care. I guess the zillions of dollars they make just, you know, isn't enough. Everybody's videos have to have ads on them. I saw that it said that even if your channel isn't monetized, they're putting ads on your videos. So they make the money, you get nothing, you know? Yes, Mr. Anonymous 2, thank you, sir. I got $25 from you. Good morning, bro. Have a good show today. Thank you, man. I appreciate that very, very much. Yeah, I got that. And Miss A, the wonderful person that she is, the sweetheart that she is, sent $50 and said, trying to lift spirits, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, truly, from the bottom of my heart. You too. Without you, I honestly would be ruined at this point. But I feel so bad that you guys always donate because you feel bad that nobody else donates. I don't know what to do about that. That's another reason. I'm not gonna lie. It's another reason I decided to go to sleep last night instead of just do a show. It's like I got a pounding fucking headache. I just had this crazy therapy session that it made my mood even worse. And I either come on and do my best to entertain and make zero, or I just relax, get a little sleep. You can't blame me for making that decision. That's why you guys should donate to anybody who you enjoy watching, guys. You don't understand that when you guys donate, people want to come on and do shows and entertain you, and you got stuff to watch. When you don't donate, people just say fuck it. What's the point? BK was trained in the ways of the one they call NB. Oh yeah. They're just troublemakers. That's all they are. That's all they are. People like that, and that's all BK ever was. I've never tell me you've ever seen BK on a show where he wasn't starting trouble or involved in some sort of drama. That's what he does, and you heard it yesterday. Yesterday he hopped from Common to Gunsmoke, and I didn't hear the rest of the show. I can only imagine how many other people he tried to start trouble with between me and them. Like, he tried to say that I doxed Common, and Common shut him down real quick. And then for some odd reason, when he's arguing with Jersey Girl, he decides to just bring me up as usual. You got to admit, FBS. I don't know why that guy lets people talk about me on his fucking show, because I don't let anybody talk about him. You guys don't trash him in the chat. If you did, I'd probably block you. I'm to the point now where I don't care, though. You say what you want, because it's like this for years now. You got people on your show talking about me all the fucking time. Holy shit, man. I got to come to the conclusion that that's exactly why you put them there. You know what I mean? Just to have them talk about me. Unreal. These guys can't let go of me. Oh my fucking God. All of them are obsessed. Let it go. But then that's what BK did yesterday. He brings me up with Jersey Girl, and he tries to say I was holding, which I'm not even going to get into that again. It's so fucking absurd. Holding Gunsmoke back. Fuck out of here. So the only person that tried to hold him back then was him. Gunsmoke tried to hold Gunsmoke back, not me. So, I see shit like that, and it's like, man, people never stop. These people hate me to the point they want me dead. And if I'm not dead, they at least want me miserable and fighting and at war at all times. So they're going to go from channel to channel and say, let's see what I can antagonize, between this guy and FBS. Let's see what I can get going here. Let's see what kind of trouble I can start. And people never catch on to the fact that that's all he's doing is using your channel for that. And he's trying to get you into fights too, because he don't like nobody. He's as miserable as Tony fucking Pizza. He wants to see everybody fighting. BK is nothing more than a troll. That's it. He's equal to NB, like somebody said. His job is to go from place to place and start trouble. That's it. And people allow them to do it on their channels. It's not smart, because I don't give that much of a fuck anymore, honestly. And whoever wants any type of smoke can get it. And of course, you know how I am. Like if you have, if you're the type of person that'll bring anybody, and I've done this with content creators before, if you're somebody who I might not like or whatever, and you have somebody as insignificant as BK on your show trashing me, I'll eventually just go after you for it. I'll just completely bypass him because he's insignificant. He doesn't matter. And that goes for BK. That goes for anybody. There's people, I won't name names. People used to do it all the time. They didn't want to be the ones talking shit, so they would bring people on to do it for them. You know what I mean? And what did I do? I would completely ignore those people that were talking the shit. I'd go after the guy who was having them do it. So I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't understand why people put themselves in these positions. But I told you, same reason I never had a big circle when I was, in my old life in the streets. Because I had my own trouble. I didn't need yours too. I remember the one dude I was hanging out with. He became such a fed target. He would get pulled over drunk as a motherfucker with coke in his car. They'd search his car, find coke and everything, and let him go. The York City police, because they knew there was a Fed investigation. You know what I'm saying? They would take the shit and let him go and let him drive home drunk, shit like that. And I had another friend named Jamie. He got pulled over. He had warrants. He had all types of shit. And while he was pulled over by the York City police, the drug task force pulled up, and they got out and talked to the police. The cop gave him his license back and said, "Go ahead," because they wanted, the feds said, the drug task force said, no, don't put him in jail on warrants and all that horse shit. We got a case on him. We need him out on the street. And that's, one of my friends was such a Fed target that we went from hanging out together every day since we were 17. This is somebody I was even closer than Cam with. You guys only saw one circle of friends of mine, only one like crew. There was a whole other crew that would, a lot different. Guys that were making fuck tons of money, and they were, their outfits cost, thousands of dollars, shit like that. And I got to the point, I was hanging out with this guy every single day, and it got to the point where I didn't even want to be with him in Ada's, that place I used to tell you about, or outside in the street with him, because I knew the feds were snapping pictures of him. You know what I mean? No matter where he was going, they were watching him. And if you were with him, then you wound up on the same fucking wall he was on. So it's like I was already committing crimes myself. I didn't need everybody else's trouble. You know what I mean? I had enough of my own. And that's the way I see it on here, too. There was one time where nobody had even spoken about my daughter. It was like a year and a half, maybe even longer in. And this guy was trashing somebody's kids. He came on my panel, or he was in my chat or something. He was trashing somebody's kids. And the next thing I know, I see somebody in his chat saying, because of what you said, we're going to go after FBS's daughter, something like that. And I'm like, see, I didn't even say it. You said it, but I'm going to wind up paying the consequences. And that's what always happened. That's why I got rid of all my so-called friends on here, because they are never there to help you fight your battles, to have your back. You know what I mean? But they'll start trouble for you in a fucking heartbeat. They'll set you up. They'll do shit and make it seem like you were a part of it, or you yourself did it. And even if they don't do anything like that, when they start getting bashed by the person who they were, like when I start getting bashed by the person they were talking shit about, they vanish. Like they ain't even there to help me out. So that's why there's no such thing as a friend on MobTube, I'm telling you. And guess what? There's really no such thing as a friend in life. If you have one or two real friends, you're a lucky motherfucker. Very lucky. Pizza's like herpes. He's gone now, but we'll be back. Yeah. There's no cure for herpes. And he is herpes. I started like a month and a half ago, BTF. I started before I went, let's see. I think 2 weeks before I went on vacation, or maybe I started 2 weeks before I went to Florida. The first week I did my session. The second week I skipped it. I just didn't do it. And I just didn't feel like it. And where my head was at, I didn't want to talk about anything. And then I picked it up after I got back. So I've done like, I don't know how many, 5 or 6 sessions, something like that. But I told her yesterday, let's just, instead of the every week thing, let's just go to every 2 weeks, because I don't know. I don't know how much it helps me. Oh, always, Dave. Always, man. I am responsible for everything. The rain today, I'm responsible for that. According to these sick fucks, everything is my fault. They do. Pat Travellino, it's good, my friend. That's a do not detain. What do you mean? Oh, when they do shit like that? Yeah. Yeah, they want you out in the street. And sure enough, my friend, he wound up getting busted. Him and his brother, they had an apartment, and the cops raided it, and they had a brick of coke, a brick of crack. It was just a stash house. There's no furniture or anything in the apartment. It was completely bare. They just used it to cook and to keep their shit at, And he wound up going to the feds for a long time, him and his brother. The only thing that got them out I think one did 9 years, the other one did 12 or something, was because the fucking crack laws. Obama changed the crack laws from the sentencing disparity from instead of 100 to 1, he changed it to 18 to 1, and that cut a whole bunch of people's sentences short. They got out early. But you got to be careful who you're with, especially in the streets, because you don't know. If somebody is, I told you, I never chose to be any type of big drug dealer. It's a fucking, you got to be an asshole. It's not even worth it. When you could sell a couple ounces of coke a week and make a few $1,000s, how much do you really need? But people are greedy. They want more and more and more and more. They never know when to stop, and that's what always gets people caught. So I was just very careful when I was around those guys, unless I had to be. I didn't want to be. You know what I mean? I just wanted to do my own thing. I was always kind of a loner. I didn't like having a big crew around me. Never. And then when we had the 1100 block of West Poplar Street, when I lived there, it was all us. The whole fucking block was, well, I'd say half the block were all friends and shit. You know what I mean? We all lived on the same fucking block. We were all hustling. We all had different customers. We were all doing shit. And, I mean, the attention that drew. I couldn't even drive to fucking Wendy's without getting pulled over and searched. I mean, because they knew what we were all doing. We were all together in a group all the time on the block, and it was just fucking, it made it a nightmare. It made it a fucking nightmare to even exist in that neighborhood, So I'm going to smoke a cigarette. That's that. Yeah, Pat, you might be right. That's the episode I saw. You were pissed. You didn't want to go to an afternoon appointment. You were skipping it. Yeah. I didn't want to. I just wanted to go skate or something. I didn't legalize crack. You're a sick fuck where you can have investments. I didn't want to. I just didn't want to do it that day. Yesterday was another. I was so fucking pissed off. I was so pissed off about not getting money and every fucking thing else that I didn't even want to do it. And once I started talking after like 10 minutes, then I kind of snapped out of the mood, and I was really, kind of opening up to the woman, and we were talking about different shit, and she was giving me different, I guess, she was teaching me breathing exercises and stuff like that, but I didn't even want to do it yesterday. I was in such a bad fucking mood. Who? What do you mean, War? Don't the police need probable cause to stop you? Yeah. In the movies. The cops do whatever they want, and there's nothing you could do about it. Because they lie, Pat. They'll just create probable cause. Do you realize all a cop has to do when he has you pulled over is say, I smell marijuana, and you're fucked. That's his probable cause to search you. And here's the best part. You can't even beat that in court, because how are you going to say he didn't smell it? You can't tell a man what he smelled, and you can't convince a court that he didn't smell that. So all he's got to do is, I smell marijuana. That's it. And you're fucked. So they lie. They'll figure out a reason to pull you over, and they'll figure out a reason to search you. It got to the point where I was getting so fucking aggravated that, you tell them you can't search me. They bring a dog. They wind up searching you anyway. Once the police say, can I search you? You're getting searched. Period. The end. They're not really asking you. What they're telling you is, I'm going to search your car. Are you going to do it the easy way or the hard way? Either way, it's happening. So I got to the point where it was like, I would just hop out of the car and be like, go ahead. I'd sit on the curb while they fucking searched it. You done? Okay, thank you. Bye. I get back in the car and leave. It's ridiculous. I got pulled over one time because there was a shooting. I was driving up West King Street. It was like 4 or 5 blocks from my house. And I had the Lincoln with the rims and all that, the Pearl Lincoln. And a West Shore cop was flying past me. And as soon as he saw me, slammed on his brakes and turned around, followed me onto Highland Avenue on this bridge and pulled me over. And I was like, what the fuck did I do? And I had coke on me. And he was like, I heard gunshots. You know anything about that? I'm like, what the fuck do I know about? No. I said, I'm going somewhere. I'm going to a friend's house, something like that. And he was going to try to search me. And I guess they got a call about whoever, fired the shots or something. And he took off. I was fucking, wow. Needless to say, I was I was relieved. But oh my god, I tried to walk to the store one night to this Turkey Hill store on Richland Avenue in York City, and it was mad late, and they stopped me and searched me on foot. You know what I mean? It's fucking nuts all the time. The one cop told me sometime, "I know you. I know you. You sell heroin." I said, "Heroin? No, I don't sell heroin. I don't know where you heard that, officer. Prove that I sell heroin." And of course, I wound up getting searched, and that was it. Dude, they tried to indict me for a murder that was committed while I was in Europe. After 7 hours, they finally called the airline and confirmed I was in Greece when the murder went down. Wow, that's crazy, bro. Holy shit, that's nuts. Or there was a spot called Watch Court at FBS Public Housing. The place was a drive-up drugstore back in the 80s. Oh, I believe it. I used to have a roommate that was a middleman for bricks of coke, 3 to 4 bricks at a time. I was 100% square. That shit was exciting and scary. Yeah. Well, anything, crime-wise, usually gives you an adrenaline rush, but it's terrifying at the same time. Especially now with our leader, you can get arrested for looking the wrong way. Oh my God, yeah. God forbid your skin is too tan. They'll just take you and hold you. Nobody even know where you are. I mean, Waking Hut Investments. Chicks would come over and think I was the man because of all my roommates' stuff. Oh yeah. That works. As long as it worked in your favor, fuck it. Your roommate was balling. It made it look like you were too. Fuck it. Good shit. Anyway, guys, I'm going to ask this question because I have to. Is anybody going to donate this morning? We have a situation that I've never seen in my 4 years on MobTube. I've never seen a situation, and I'm being serious, where donations stop completely, except for maybe, a few people. Like, even at the worst times, I would get some super chats. I would get some cash. It might not equal much. It might be next to nothing, but I was getting donations at the worst of times. Now, I can't understand how it's possible that everybody at the same time decided no more super chats, no more cash apps. We're just going to watch. We ain't giving them shit. I can't imagine what happened. I don't even know how that's possible. It's like, you would think you all got together and had a meeting of some sort and made the decision all at once. I explained this yesterday, how everything just came to a grinding halt and hasn't picked up since. So I need to explain again, guys. I need people to donate. It doesn't matter if it's $2. It doesn't matter what. I need people to donate so I make money while I do these shows. This is not new. This is the way we've always done things. This is the way every channel on MobTube pretty much operates. Okay, if they're monetized or if they're whatever. Fuck MobTube, YouTube. So this is something I need from you guys. I can't keep doing the shows, guys. If you don't donate, I can't. No, I know there wasn't. So I'm just going to say that yet again, because I need you guys to donate on this show. Don't think, oh, well, Miss A and Mr. Anonymous 2 donate. He's good. No, $75? No, I'm not. I'm not. So, I don't know. If maybe you guys can stop making a complete and total fool of me and embarrassing the shit out of me and start donating, I'd appreciate it. I swear to God, I almost believe you, Waking Huts. We didn't include Warren. Oh, that's how he doesn't know about the meeting. He didn't include him. Me and Warren too close, right? Yeah. Anyway. So it appears to me that on MobTube, a whole bunch of drama is starting up again, and a whole bunch of people are fighting again. And I'll tell you the truth, I really do my best to stay out of all this stuff. If you can't see that I don't look for trouble, I don't know what to tell you. Even you take like the Gunsmoke situation. And when was the last time you heard me talk about him? Unless I, for some reason, have to say his name, like, oh, this took place in his show or something. You probably can't even remember last time because I can't. But BK, this is exactly what he wants. Somebody said to me yesterday, you're giving BK exactly what he wants. They were 100% right. This is what he wants. He's nothing but a troll fucking troublemaker. BK is Tony fucking Pizza with a flat brim hat. That's all BK is. Seriously. Tony Pizza, he didn't give a fuck about Angel. He doesn't care about anybody, but he would go on Angel's show knowing that just her bringing him on would start a war between me and her. And Angel would fall for it and bring him on. I mean, it's just amazing. I don't know what's going on between that side and there's this guy. I can't remember his fucking name. Oh, God. Days now. I've been trying to remember his name. He lives in South Florida, I believe. Anyway, him and those guys on Gunsmoke Show. I guess they have some beef going. I think somehow it involves Angel maybe or something. I'm not even sure. I don't even know. And then I think Angel's fighting with people, isn't she? And I'm not aware of what everybody's doing, but it seems like every day I find out about some new beef that's happening. And I try to stay out of all this shit. My suggestion would be to everybody is just let me stay out of it. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. If I don't bother you, leave me alone. If you want to have people on your show that are going to try to, start shit between, me and you, whoever you are, that's up to you. But otherwise, just everybody leave me alone. I'm having a good fucking time lately. I like fucking with Pizza's videos. I like coming on here and hanging out and doing, talking to the chat and talking about different things, that are taking place, whether it's MobTube stuff or whatever. I like talking politics, all types of shit. I want to get back to doing addiction and recovery shows, but please stop deliberately dragging me into shit, because when I snap on anybody now, it's not going to be like I did before. I don't care. I don't think people understand how losing my mom has affected me. Okay, the more a person loses, the less they have to lose. And you already know how I can be when people fuck with me. But it's going to get to the point where I start really, really going in on people and doing some hurtful shit, And I'm talking about, I know people will think I'm talking about one individual or two individuals. I'm talking about anybody. I'm getting disgusted. Same thing. Like, me and Angel have gotten along for the most part, for a long time now, but even having Jim Terry on her show is driving, it's pissing me off. Like, because I had a conversation with her and she said she wouldn't have him on the show again because of, what he said, about my mom, whatever the fuck it was he did, stuff like that. So, it's a whole bunch of people that seem to be wanting to push my buttons for some fucking reason. I don't know why, but I'm about to start going fucking ballistic on a whole lot of people, especially since, let's be honest, it benefits me to do. What did somebody say? Where is it? We want red meat. I know you do. I know. I've known that for years. That's why people wondered why I stopped doing interviews and I started just fucking talking shit to people. Well, because interviews didn't make me money and talking shit did. So, and there's other people I'm not going to mention. There's other people who've been doing the same thing. They're deliberately bringing people on their show because they think it'll piss me off or they know it will, or, I see what's going on. You know what I mean? People don't tell me a lot, which I prefer, but they tell me enough. So I don't know, man. But there's a part of me that wants it. There's a part of me that doesn't. You're talking about Gene. He lives in South Florida. No, not Gene. It's not Gene. I think they might look similar. Nah, some other guy. I can't. His name completely slipped my mind. It's so odd. I just can't remember anymore. I don't know. If I remember, I'll let you guys know, though. Pat Travelino, $10. Appreciate your show. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate you appreciating my show. Soto, $20 in the bushes. Thank you, Soto. I appreciate you very, very much. Soto always looks out for me, too. He's the man. And what do we got over here? $199, BB from VA, $199 super sticker. Thank you, BB. And Mike Slick, $9.99. Bye-bye pizza. Hell yeah. Thank you, Mike Slick. I appreciate you, bro. See, we got a couple of donations coming in. I don't ask for a lot, guys. I don't ask for a lot. I just want to make some money. Please don't let us know. Okay, I won't let you know. Who's that, Slipe? Is that a robot or something? I don't know who that is. Gino Cappuccino, what's going on? How you doing, bro? It's been a while. Waking Hot Investments. Let me get hot venti Americano, 2 extra shots, heavy cream, and 3 pumps of sugar for free vanilla stat. I think you typed that into the wrong thing. What the fuck? It all adds up. It does, Pat. It does. It really does, man. Don't make me say that. Tony Ducks, thank you for the $5. I'm on a roll here. Don't throw me off my game. Thank you, brother. Oh shit. No apologies necessary, BB. Everything is appreciated. Oh yeah, no, BB. That $1.99 is appreciated. Believe me, anything. You blocked Gunpoke's name from the chat. That way we can't say his name. He should do the same with your name. Stipe, you're right. I did. I totally. Oh yeah, I figured. I wasn't sure, but I agree. I totally forgot about that. I did. That's how I am. Like if I say I'm not talking about you, nobody here is talking about you. Period. But some people, it's like, and you know what? I don't even know. Maybe they're just between a rock and a hard place. Because the bottom line is, I thought it all died down. I'm going to be honest, because I wasn't hearing much. I forget that I tell people not to tell me. So when I don't hear things, sometimes I get fooled into believing shit just isn't happening. You know what I'm saying? But now people are telling me shit. So I'm realizing that it never slowed down. People have been talking about me nonstop everywhere they go this whole time. You just weren't telling me about it before. And I'm starting to get to the point where I'd rather you don't again. I'm not sure about that. But what I'm seeing is that it really doesn't matter what your channel is or who you are or what you plan on doing on your channel. If you have a panel, somebody's going to bring me up. And then you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, because nobody wants to seem like, they're afraid to let people talk about me, but at the same time, they know it's not a good idea, but, so they let it go on. I don't know. But I really truly think, man, that even though I can do that, I can put you out of my mind. I can make you disappear from my memory. I can never say your name. I can make sure nobody in my chat says your name. People cannot do that with me. It's almost like MobTube can't operate without me being a topic of conversation on every channel at some point in every show. It's so bizarre because, guys, this ain't like it used to be. I understand. I understood before. I was making fucking, I was making $200 a live stream minimum for years. I'm not kidding when I say for years. There were slow times, a month here, a month there, stuff like that. But for years, about $200 per live stream. I was bringing in thousands of dollars, like $8,000, $9,000 a month, sometimes more. And I had 250 to 300 people watching me at all fucking times. So I was the biggest channel back then. And it was like anything I talked about, that dictated the topic of conversation for that day. Whatever I talked about on my show, that's what every other show talked about throughout the day. I understand back then, but now I don't get that many people. Money has certainly slowed down, but you're still on my dick. It's unbelievable. You're still on my dick. And I don't want to hear, oh, it ain't jealousy. It ain't nothing like that. Because if it wasn't, why would you talk about me? I mean, why? Why would you have to talk about me all the time? Why would all of MobTube at some point in their show have to talk about me or have somebody on their show talking about me? What do you give a fuck about me? You know how many look how many channels I completely ignore. Pretty much all of them. Pretty much all of them. Unless they talk about me. And it's not hard for me to do. I just don't talk about them. And you know why that's easy for me? Because nothing they're doing, nothing about their lives makes me the slightest bit jealous or envious. Okay? Nothing about their channel, nothing about anything they got going on. It makes them a permanent fixture in my fucking head, or even a temporary one. I just don't care. I look down on all of you. I honestly do. I feel like I'm better than all of you. I really truly believe that, and I think I'm right. Okay, I still, during the worst times, managed to make more money than everybody else. So I'm not sweating anybody. But I think the problem is that they know that. So they're still pissed off because I'm not completely. My channel isn't completely dead yet, to the point where no money's coming in and there's nobody watching, and they hate me so fucking much they'll do anything to try to get rid of me. And they haven't realized, after all these years, after everything that's happened to me, everything I've been through, that's not going to happen until I decide to leave. You know, they still have that, you know, fantasy that someday they'll drive me off of here. Let me see. You know, you're not blocked, Tommy G. Oh, Peter Martino, $5. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate just stuff like this, guys. That's all I ask. I'm not asking for people to give me fucking $200 a show anymore. I just want to make money. Without FBS, it's like a day without sunshine. Oh, well, you sound like hey now. Gunpoke might not be directly talking about you, but isn't having people on his panel talking shit about you and him laughing or not shutting it down close to the same thing. Absolutely. Yeah, without a doubt. It is the same thing. Yeah. And, you know, the bottom line is, see, I could take a lot of shit. Shit bounces off of me. You know what I mean? I've been through it all. He can't. You know? So if I start doing the same thing, it'll be a big fucking problem. You know? So I already know how that goes. You know, for all the motherfuckers that claim I ain't shit and you ain't worried about me, or you don't like me, or you hate me, or whatever it is, the only way to prove that would be to just stop fucking talking about me. You know what I mean? And stop making me a topic of conversation on your show, or letting other people do it. Simple as that. That's the only way. Because as long as I know I'm a topic of conversation on your show, for some reason you want it that way. Otherwise, you just stop it. Be a man. You know, if I bring somebody on this show right now and they talk shit about somebody I don't want talked about for whatever reason, even if I despise them, I say, no, don't talk about him. I've done it with a lot of people before. No, not him. No, we don't talk about him on this show. Whoever it is, it could have been a guy in Florida. It could have been Gunsmoke. Could have been whoever. I'll tell people, no, don't talk about them. But other people can't do it. I think a lot of people also their channels have been taken over, you know, and they rely on their panel. So it's just like, let them do the show. I'll just chill, you know, so they don't even get involved. But, oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Now I got to smoke it. Shit! I've been smoking very little. I during a show at most, I smoke one cigarette. Now look what I did. Oh, no. If you're blocked, you're really blocked in my life. Don't want anything to do with you. Yeah, that's how I am. Waking Hut Investments, $2 for the occasional ball busting I do. You got this, bro. Fuck off, Waking Hut. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate it. Hey, FBS, what's a guy got to do to get a wrench? LOL, is there a minimum contribution? LOL. Yes, $200. No, if you hang around for a while and you're here a lot, I'll give you a wrench, you know? I got to be careful because there's people who don't like me, but they'll be cool in the chat to get a wrench, and then they'll start blocking all my people. I just had it like a mass blocking. I don't know where it came from, but so I had to unblock all these people. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Are you not entertained? Make sure you guys tune in to Eric Foss this afternoon. What's he up to? What's he going to be doing? Anthony Cipollone, member for 32 months. Bye, pizza. What's up, Anthony? Yeah, bye, bitch. Yeah, he was for a while, but he got out. I heard he was released on his own recognizance, ROR. So that's good. Hey guys, that video I've been playing of pizza where we Oh, that's another thing I was gonna say. Yeah, see, a lot of the time when you got these panels and shit, like you have, like I said, the panel does the show, so you're not even in charge. You don't even dictate the conversation, depending on who you are. Me, nobody's dictating the conversation on my show. Certain people they allow that because they need those people. Anyway, um, Tony Pizza. Somebody sent me that clip. That video I've been playing. It's very long. It's like an hour and a half or something. Um, uh, I've been playing it little by little, and we were doing the slow mo and stuff. I still got a lot of that to play, but somebody sent me the beginning yesterday. They said, pizza's old scams or something like that. Pizza's old scams. I forget what else it said, but I listened to it, and it really was like a half an hour of his scams, one after another. Him trying to raise money for the problem is I can't remember if I played that, so I'm not going to play it because I feel like I might have. But there's parts of that video. There's still like quite a bit, 30 minutes or something on it I haven't played. So maybe we'll get to that a little bit just to drive him crazy just because he's watching. I hope he did. Tommy G, I feel you've been patient with gun poking a lot of others by not talking about them, but it's definitely brewing. I don't give a fuck what's brewing. Anybody who wants it can get it. No, but do me a favor, Tommy G. I know you're just talking, but don't try to, stir up shit and get me going. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you the truth though, Tommy G. A lot of these people, like I've chosen to ignore or not to talk about, because I'll tell you why. When I see that, Tommy G, like when you see that too, you should know that's because all these bitches need my attention. I'm talking about all of them, at least the guys on here. Okay, so they can go a long time. No, I know he is, but he's gonna chill. I don't want nobody starting shit, but a lot of these guys, they can't go too long without talking about me. They have to have something every now and then. If you notice, I had girlfriends like this. I've had girlfriends that things could be going great and they got to start a fight. And then you get into a screaming match and you're fighting all fucking night. And then the next day it's like, it never happened. And I realized about the one chick, I was like, this bitch, this is her heroin. Like, seriously. Like, this is what she needs to do. She needs the fighting. It's like she's got to get her fix. And once we fought, she's satisfied. We don't have to fight no more. She's had to get that out of the way. You know what I mean? And I see that with a lot of these guys on here. There's several guys over the last few days that have been throwing shots at me or letting other people throw shots at me. Okay, several guys. And I know what they want. They're desperate for my attention. And I've chosen, and it's been asked of me too, to ignore certain ones. So even if they do this, I hope they know that I have a mind of my own. Okay. And I will fight with you if I feel like it. Just because if you think you know how to push my buttons and it's gonna turn into some big thing that you want, it's not necessarily gonna happen. If I know you're doing shit to get my attention, it makes me want to ignore you, because that's what really pisses you off. Then it's funnier for me to ignore you. And just like there's one guy who's doing it. I can't remember his name. This fucking guy's name, it keeps slipping my mind. Son of a bitch. But this guy lately has been taking little digs. He wants to smoke. This is a guy who historically has needed to fight with me from time to time. He can't not. He can go for a while without talking about me. Okay? But then he's got to start. So he starts taking little digs. And if I ignore that, eventually he'll start bringing people on his show to talk about me. And if I ignore that, he'll start really directly going in on me, and he won't stop until he gets what he wants. This particular individual is going to be ignored because I know he's only doing it because he wants my attention. He's one of these people. It either needs to be my buddy or my enemy at all times. And I'm not going to give you either, So, but everybody should also be very worried, because if I do decide to fight back with you, I'm not somebody who's just going to say some words. I do harm. As everybody here knows, my words cut deep and I do damage. You guys can throw shit at me that is never going to hurt me. There's nothing that hasn't been said about me or my family, nothing. All you guys that come along and think you're doing some new shit, like Jim Terry, the Ashes thing. Is that any more, harmful than what the fuck Tony Pizza? Like you think you're going to come here and talk about my mom and it's going to hurt me? This fucking animal's been doing it for years. Other animals have done it too. I'm fucking bulletproof. But I will hurt you because I can handle whatever you throw at me. But I know some of these people, they cannot handle it back. They can't. They can't. I know because I've seen them go into a major fucking tailspin when I've said just certain things about them. Forget about really going in on them. So you should also be careful because I'm going to decide how I respond to you. And it could be nothing. Or it could be really, really, really fucking destructive. So, like I said, I've always said this. If I'm not fucking with you, you shouldn't fuck with me. Because there's nobody on here. I don't care. All these guys think they're the best and they're this and they're that. Nobody on here who can do more damage to anybody than me. Nobody. So, and as for people having anyone in their panel, I mean, just be a man and say, no. Don't start trouble on my show for me. Okay? No. Because that's what a lot of people like to do. And then they'll dip. Well, you have to fight now, I don't know. Anyway. Antonino, Yizzo, good morning, brother. Yeah, well, probably right. What happened to Nick? Are you a made guy? He pops up in the chat every now and then. Rarely. But we need him back. We do. You saying what you said is going to trigger him? Trigger who? I don't know what you mean exactly. I'm saying that I say things that that absolutely trigger people. I know how to really dig into motherfuckers. Like I don't sit here and throw stupid insults, call people lemonhead and shit. I know how to say things that'll really fucking hurt you. I know what I'm doing. I'm good at this. I'm an expert. I've been here longer than everybody. So I don't just take shots and call people fat. Talk about they look like a hot air balloon and all these gay, corny, like third grade insults. It's your boy. What's up? I heard you got a little roughed up the other day at the feast. What happened? Oh, he went to court yesterday. They dismissed a bunch of charges against him, terrorism, and I think some weapons charges, all types of shit. That's great. One that supported you that left is really talking shit on you. Who, BB? One that supported you that left. I'm not sure who you mean. You could tell me, though. Where'd he go? I saw him the other day. I think he was standing up for me, but I forget where. Well, he didn't even, no, Ronan, he didn't even get convicted or take a guilty plea or anything yet, as far as I know. Yeah, it's the dumbest insult ever, especially for a guy whose head looks exactly like mine. What the fuck are you doing? I enjoy insulting pizza. Me too. And that's the thing. That's why I'm just offering advice to people. That's what I've been doing. I fuck with pizza, and I do that. Not involved in all this other bullshit. But I also know it has hurt my channel. People get tired of that shit. They want to see me fight with other fucking people. So the dumbest thing about these guys is every time they come after me, they think it's going to hurt my channel and they only wind up helping it. Any of these guys that have been throwing little digs or letting other people throw digs, a lot of motherfucking people hate them. and they love seeing me go off on them. Every time I pick one of these guys and I do a show where I'm just tearing them to shreds, I make hundreds of dollars and I get mad viewers, 200 live viewers, whatever. This is why you're not going to hurt me. I'm going to hurt you. You're just going to help me. So, make your fucking choice, all of you. I don't care. But some of these guys, they're like scorned ex bitches, they don't even care if they get hurt. It's like certain women. Women, when you like say you break up with a woman, she wants your attention, negative or positive. She doesn't care. So if she has to, do shit that'll make you, really go off on her or really, I don't know, verbally abuse her or something, if that's the only way to get your attention, she'll take it. She's fine with that. You know what I mean? It's like I just want you talking to me, so I've never seen men that are this soft in my life, like real beta bitches, like there are on here. I mean, the whole fucking community's filled with them. So it's very strange to a guy like me. I don't get it. But you got to remember a lot of these guys too, they've never had any kind of involvement in any criminal life or the streets, never been to jail, none of that stuff. And I'm sorry, but those things, they change people to an extent and they make people think and act a certain way once you've been through stuff like that. And some of these guys are trying to relate when they've never been through anything like that. They're trying to relate with or fight with people who have been through all that stuff. And they don't understand that, they're softer than you, and they can't handle what you'll do to them, but they'll keep picking at you for some reason, not understanding that the damage will be done to them, not to me, I don't know. Just a daily reminder, JC is gay and fuck pizza. I agree on both counts. Maybe JC will fuck pizza. Do you think pizza went into another community with different name imitating those homeless to YouTubers? Maybe. It wouldn't be a bad idea. Would Hootie come on if you dropped the link? I'd be interested in what happened at San Gennaro. What happened? He got beat up. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know what there is to even tell, really. Pizza has been hiding out with his sister twin Tammy Hall. Oh, that bitch. My God. She did a short the other day, man. Her face, I mean, she has got to be. If there's a devil, she's it. I mean, just her face. How does a person naturally look that evil? She did this thing where, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. No, it's not Tammy Hall, is it? Tammy? Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Let's see if I can find this. You guys watch any of these shows about her? There's mad YouTube videos about her. She's fucking bonkers. Let me get to shorts. Is this it? Hold on. No, not that one. Wait, I'm going to find it. Not that. Oh, man. Where the fuck is this? Bear with me. This bitch is crazy, bro. She is off her fucking rock. Damn, man. I don't know. I can't find it. Ain't that a bitch? I thought she had the Captain America shirt. Maybe not. She does a lot of shorts with music behind them. Hold on. All right, I'll try a few more videos and then I'll give up on it. Fuck me. I've been wanting to play this short for you guys for a while. Wow. Okay, well, I this is not the one. This is not the one, but I think it's my fiduciary responsibility to show you this. My fiduciary duty.
Oh, just wait when it's my turn. When it's my turn. When it's my turn! It's my turn, baby. It's my turn.
I always the fuck happened? I always do that. I wind up kicking myself off. I'm trying to change the bitch's video, and I kick myself off. Anyway, she's fucked up. That woman is crazy, batshit crazy. I can't grab the link right now. I'm eating sausage and peppers. I knew you were eating something. Anybody else want to donate? What do you mean? FBS, there's another homeless grifter, Breezy Briefs with Brooke or something like that. She got arrested the other day for making threats to high school kids. Really? Can you send me one of her videos or something? Because I'll forget. She's crazy as hell. I got to see that. Slick, you see my question. Where's your question? Oh, strippers? What the fuck? You're heading to the US, huh? Mooch, this is the best time for strippers in the New York, but the what? The fuck are you talking about? I like to get a mustache ride if she's for fucking real. From this bitch? What do you want? Oh my god, I just fell off my float and spilled my drink and almost drowned. LOL. Dave, sorry. Sounds like you're having a hell of a time though, bro. She is terrifying. Strippers. Oh, stripers. Why did I think you said strippers? Where was that at? Where's Mooch's? I thought he said, I misread it. I better start using my glasses again. Where the fuck did that go? Where's that Mooch comment? Strippers are better than, come on, man. Go see strippers. Fuck that. Where's it at? Hold on. Oh, striper. Yeah, my bad. Thought he said strippers. Fuck fishing. Come on, man. The strippers idea sounded so much better. You would not fuck with that woman? No. She's one woman that might actually. I mean, I'd knock her the fuck out if I had to, but just in case, you don't even know. Yeah, you might be able to knock her out, but that bitch might. She's capable of some shit. Like she could really put some sort of curse on you that'll work. I guarantee it. Yeah, exactly, Ducks. Exactly. I thought, oh, you're heading to the U.S. You're looking for strippers. Huh? Who could blame you? Where's Chris? What? Oh, yeah, I got to see this stuff. All right, well, guys, listen. I'm gonna just because I got so much painting to do, I'm gonna get going, but I will be back. Oh, thank you, brother. I'm gonna listen to that shit now while I paint. I also haven't eaten yet, so I'm gonna try to eat a little something and paint this room. All I got to do, I finished the baseboards last night. I started the border of the ceiling. I got to finish the ceiling and just maybe touch up some things here or there. I'm actually excited, guys, because I've got some ideas for. This might sound crazy, but probably does sound crazy. I'm not really. I might start doing my shows from there, but I'm not thinking about that room as if, oh, it's going to be like my man cave. It just might be a new location because it's too small in here. This room is cluttered as a motherfucker. It makes me nervous just coming in here sometimes. But I'm gonna make that. I'm trying to make that room like. Maybe I shouldn't say this. This sounds crazy, but like my mom is still here, but I'm gonna make the room how I would want it to be for her. You know? Does that make sense? Is that crazy? I know I should probably let go somehow. I just can't. So I'm gonna. That's what's going through my head. Like even there's furniture I have in mind and everything. So I don't know, but uh, maybe I'll show it to you guys when I'm all done. Who knows? No matter what it is, though, it won't be good enough. I'll be made fun of for it. Guarantee it. All right, guys. I'll see you later on, probably around 5-ish. Yes, I think so too, Pat. Thank you, man. All right. I love you all. And until next time, salute.